Hey, good morning. This is Wild Omission. It is an open world multiplayer sandbox survival game with severe weather, which sounds very intriguing because I love a good storm. I went ahead and turned down the music and some of the other audio. Um, I I think that's really great. A lot of games don't let you change any of the audio settings, and that's unfortunate because sometimes the music makes your ears bleed. Maybe just me. Um, this is currently on Steam as a demo, a free demo download. It is early access and it will be available for purchase. I guess, well, I don't know what the pricing is going to be, but the planned release date right now is November 24th, 2023, so Thanksgiving. I think it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. So I'm recording this after the fact. I'm still in uh, switching computers and stuff, so everything's kind of funky, and I apologize for that. But I create my new world here, and I spell my name wrong per usual. But what what made me excited for this is someone posted a picture. There's little Polly piggies. They're so cute. Okay, so here we are. We spawned on the beach. The There is settings to change the gamma and brightness and all of that in the game. I never went back and did that while I was playing. I just let it. I let the extreme sunlight be part of the weather part to me. Um, so the controls are pretty standard. Tab for inventory, and then Q for crafting menu, WASD, right mouse button, left mouse button, that kind of stuff. And there's quite a bit in here. I like this crafting menu a lot. I like the descriptions. Like this description provides alert of emergencies. Perfect. I love it. Right to the point. And it has a lot of cool stuff. It has guns and a bow and arrow and gunpowder used for making things that go boom. Like it's there's just a nice little touch in there. But so you can see the prices of resources that stuff costs, and I think that these primitive weapons, the just stone hatchet and the stone pickaxe, I feel like they're a little pricey. You have to spend quite a bit of time. You start out with a rock and a torch. So this rock you can pretty much use to do anything and everything. But I just explore for a while and pick up all kinds of stuff and try smashing the rock against things. It took me a while to see a piggy, but there's cows, and the pathing of the cows is a little bit strange. There is one that you'll see later just keeps um, walking into the same tree for a while, but for the most part, they just kind of run all over the place. So when you hit them, they run, and that counts. So this hitting the stone with the little rock, you get 8 stone for each swing. When you have better weapons, you get more with each swing. So when you get the pickaxe, I think you get double. You get 16 per swing. And when you hit the rock on the tree, you get 10 wood per rock swing, rock smash. And then with the axe, the stone hatchet, you get 20 per swing. And the building system is it's pretty easy to build a little 3x3 fast if you have the tools. And this right here is metal ore, which I thought it was going to be clay, but it's cool. There's these little notes all over the place, and all of them are different things for crafting. I like the texture of when you smash the rock against stuff, the texture that it makes on the object. It's cool. These loot crates are so cool. The stuff that's in them, it seems to be pretty good RNG. And I open a couple of them that you'll see, and there's different stuff each time. There's a good amount of stuff each time. It's definitely, I would call it loot. Like, to just open a crate and get some water and 100 wood is beautiful. I love that. So I'm still trying to get enough stone with this stone, not realizing that I have the resources to make a pickaxe. I just was having a blast smashing the stone against stuff. One of the things that I wish this game had was some kind of notification about what time of day it is. The day-night cycle is really short in this game, and there are no settings to change that. Food is plentiful. The resources seem to be very plentiful. There's animals all over the place. Is that another loot crate? I think there is some... This one actually had wooden foundations in it. And that those little Christmas trees are cloth, which is a really cool way to get cloth, I think. Oh, it has tuna in it. But those berries, the tuna, both of those are very generous as far as your stats go. I feel like you could eat about 4 berries and save yourself from dying, no problem. I really like that. Because there are cooking mechanics in this game. One of the things I do want to mention while I'm organizing my inventory, because the berries only stack to 16, I was told that while you're surrounded by water, there's no swimming mechanics in the game yet, so if you do go into the water and your head goes under, you will die. So just a heads up, that is something that is going to be worked on. And the building was very simple. I just put the piece into the hotbar and placed it. I didn't have any issues with terrain. This is a fairly flat map. There's a little bit of slope, but that's not so bad. And this small storage box is small. I mean small. I didn't check to see if there's a larger one, but it has, I think, half as much room as we get in our inventory. Which is great if you wanted to store, like say I kept all that small stuff on me and just stored my larger stacks of resources, which are going to be your wood and your stone. Those stack really high. The berries only seem to stack to 16. The clay, but the metal ore stacks pretty high also, but I don't think I get too much of it. Everything is bright and intense. Everything comes at you 100%. It's kind of fun. I like how the trees wiggle when the wind blows too. It's fun. Another nice thing is there's no motion blur, and that is something that's in the settings that you can turn on if that's something that you're into. I'm not a big fan of it because I get motion sickness and it makes me feel nauseous. I'm just waiting for me to realize that I can make a pickaxe or an axe by now because I have all those resources. But, I mean, you could just wander around for a while, but I would recommend, if you're going to start this game, that you go right into getting resources, getting your tools, and then build yourself at least a little 1x1 right away. And there is a bed. The bed is kind of expensive. You're going to have to get... That's probably more of like a day 2 thing. But if you wander around, build yourself a 1x1, you need about... If you do wood, you need about, I think, 900 wood. And there's pumpkins. I love pumpkins in a game. They're so much fun. And they're pretty good food. There's no... description on the stats for how much it gives you, but the amount that it gives you is pretty realistic. Like, obviously, if you eat 1 berry, you can, you get 1 berry's worth of food, but you also get thirst from them. And then the tuna is good. If you were to eat a can of tuna, it's pretty realistic to how much you would get in real life. The other thing that's nice is, I'm not sure if the rock had it. It's funny that your one rock that you swing stuff with has durability, but this is a continuous swing, so you can just hold the left mouse button down and it keeps hitting it, and you're getting double what you would with the stone. You get 16 stone. And I think the durability is pretty good. I don't think that you can use the pickaxe on the trees, though. That kind of is rough. Yeah, that was the cow that was stuck on the tree for a little bit, I think. It's that same one in this area. But I was real ambitious. I love stone building in every game. I think it always looks the best, but it's always expensive and you it's never realistic to do on your first day or two of playing a game. You just need to start out small and do wood one by one, two by two, something like that. But I like to go big or go home, and it didn't work out for me, I don't think. Yeah, here I am trying to make a hatchet, realizing I don't have enough wood. And then you can see when I hit this, nothing pops up in the top right hand corner, so I'm not getting any resources. So I switch right back over to the rock. There we go. And the rock is a lot slower, but at least it's something. And it was free. Takes a little bit. There we go. Those saplings are really cool. I didn't figure out what they do until later. So here's the berries. You can watch my food and water go up, and you can rapid click the left mouse button. There's no eating animation. It's super fast. It's really nice. Look at how beautiful the nighttime is. The transition from day to night is so pretty. It's like all the floating cloud rocks. They're so cute. And the torch is pretty good. I like how they hold it, how the character holds it out of the face, and you still get a decent distance for illumination. One thing that I don't like is how it swings back and forth when you're sprinting with it. So I think I'll light it up again and start running, and you can see how it looks. I'm not a big fan of what it does. Yeah, see, that's just all over the place. It's hard to focus on anything else with that going on at the top of the screen. That's the only thing I really hate. Everything else is fun. There's nothing that I tried that didn't work. There weren't any weird bugs, and pathing of animals is always difficult. I think I've never developed the game, but it always seems to be an issue in every early access game, so that's not really a con for me. It's just something I'm used to seeing and dealing with. Oh, yeah, that's right. So I was in the crafting menu and I got attacked, and you just saw his face briefly, but you will be seeing one of those guys again, and I'm not sure what they are. I don't know if they are goblins or do they just look like mean Squidwards to me. And that's what I had no idea that there was any bad guys in the game, but I guess they only come out at night, and they blend in with the terrain so well, and their clothing matches the color of the trees. So it was hard to even see that they existed when I was walking around at night. I was just looking at the pretty sky, and that was it. They came out of nowhere. So, and then when you respawn, your body is somewhere. And you can see one over in the top corner. Your body's somewhere, and you can go find it and get all your stuff back, which is good. But there's no indication. There's no map. There's no giant purple beam like Athos has, or anything like that. It just says somewhere laying on the ground. I'm not sure if it despawns or anything, but it's possible that it does. Yeah, I blooded him up a little bit before I died. The rock is too slow to fight these guys. You're definitely gonna want to hit him with the torch after you respawn unless you die right next to where you spawn in at. I feel like hitting him with the torch, backing up, hit him with the torch, back him up is the best way to go about it. See, there's my body over there. I don't know what this guy was doing out in the water. I think I'd go after him. I want to try this. I'm trying to finish him off and figure out the fighting. And there we go. I like how I just slump over. See, doesn't he look like Squidward? I wonder if that was on purpose. I love SpongeBob. It's for all ages, it really is. There is a point where after I was done playing, I was curious about a couple of things. And there is a guide on Steam on how to play, which is actually very helpful. Look, see, this loot box had the wood foundations in them. And these were very helpful. I'm still trying to find all of my bodies all over the map. It's light enough that you can see and you don't really need that torch. And once you light it, the durability goes down a whole lot. Unfortunately, I learned that here. This guy was on me. He did not give me an inch of space at all. And he didn't swing on me. It was strange. He acted differently than the other ones, but that's kind of cool. If they all act the same and you fighting them is the same every time, that's not as fun. A little variety. Yeah, the nighttime is actually not as dark. But these guys, yeah, see, once they hit you, if they hit you twice or 3 times, that's pretty much it. They destroy you. You have nothing you can do. And I just take off running. I'm pissed at this point. I'm gonna go fight this guy. Yeah, so swing and a back up, but we died again. We didn't get the rhythm right. Oh, poor little body laying over there. I think at the end we end up with like 5 torches and 5 of those rocks. But it happens. Just gotta figure out how to do it. So that was interesting. I had killed that guy a while ago and his body didn't despawn. And I was having such a hard time. Because you don't know what you look like until you die. And then when you die, you kind of look like one of those metal ore nodes. And I don't have the greatest eyesight. And none of this, it's all poly stuff. So it's not like it's super... You can tell the textures apart from far away. So I could not find one of my bodies. It took a really long time to find my body this time. And the footsteps and the growls that these goblin things make, there's no distance variation. So it just sounds like they're right on top of you all the time. And so it makes you really paranoid. That's why I'm looking around. See, I thought that guy was running up on me, but he's way over there. But I turned around because I heard the footsteps. And I heard him growling. So I go stand on my one little foundation because I feel safe there. So there's still durability for the weapons and tools and things like that. I don't know if there's durability for any of the foundations or the storage boxes. I know there's a building hammer that I did not make. I didn't know about it until after the fact when I was reading the guide that's on Steam by the developer. I'm not sure if holding that would indicate the durability I didn't get a chance to test it out yet. And I did not figure out how to get leather. There's a pistol. It's pretty cool. Those little Christmas trees that give you cloth, they use 5 cloth to make 2 bandages. And I would recommend doing that as soon as you find one of those little Christmas trees, because those bandages are going to be a lifesaver. They actually restore quite a bit of your health. I didn't get a chance to kill any animals. I hit a piggy with a rock and he ran away. And you should see that once I hit day 2, which should be coming up soon, because I think each day-night cycle is about 15 minutes. Or maybe it was at the end of day 2. I don't remember. We'll see it. We'll see me try to hit a piggy and then it run away. And then I wasn't actually able to hit it again with the rock. I couldn't get the right angle. Also, when you're getting your inventory back from your body after you die, it'd be really nice to have a take all button. Because if you have a large inventory and then die, standing there at night trying to get all of your stuff back from your corpse and having to drag and drop it, it's kind of rough. But if you left click on an item, it will split the stack and just, or no, if you right click on the item, it'll split the stack. And if you left click on the item, it will pick it up and hover it, and then you can just drag and drop it wherever you want it to go. So that's kind of cool. That was very easy to figure out. And those are those 2 free foundations that I got. So I think with that building hammer, I could upgrade those from wood to stone to match everything else later. I don't know what the upgrade cost is, and I'm not sure if that's, I don't know. I haven't gotten that far in the game. There's a piggy. I haven't gotten that far in the game to see if that works. I need to get that hammer and try some of that stuff out. I think I'm going after the piggy. Oh, I changed my mind. Where am I going? See, those little Christmas tree guys. Those are what give you cloth. And you get, I think, 5 cloth from one of them. Oh, here I go. Oh no. So from the side it looked like the pig had eyebrows because of the shading on the ears. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't hit the piggy then. He was just too cute with his fake eyebrows. Yeah, I'm not sure what that big dark cloud is. Well, I wasn't sure at first, but that is a storm coming in. And the storm is actually pretty good. I wish that the storm sound, for the level of storm that existed in the game, I wish that the storm sound was a little bit more powerful, but it was still a good storm. Yeah, so the stone against a tree is 10 wood, and like with the primitive stone hatchet, you get 20, so it's worth it to try and, once you get enough wood to craft one, to just make one. It makes life a lot easier. Makes poly life a lot easier. Yeah, here I go. Smart lady. Those pigs are just so cute. Yeah, see, it just, boom, storm. I'll tell you, the durability on that rock is amazing. I think that rock lasted me through all 5 of my deaths. And the crafting time is so good. It's just instant for every single thing. There's no waiting for any of it. And if you have space in your hotbar, it automatically goes in your hotbar, which is really nice. I appreciate that. Yeah, see, 20 wood, the continuous swing holding the left mouse button, it's so much faster. And I like the little texture that it has from when you're hitting it. It's very cool. We're getting a little base done. Getting situated. Yeah, we just switched to wood foundations because the wood was honestly way easier to get than the stone was. I had, like, especially in this lighting, it was hard to. I would run up. If I were to run up on one of those nodes, I wouldn't know if it was a stone or metal or sulfur until I got right up on it because of this fog. So, but a tree is a tree, it's right there. So building out of wood is gonna be the way to go. 'Cause there's trees everywhere. So hopefully we can get these foundations done. Yeah, look how much wood from just chopping a couple trees. That's so fast. Look, they're already done. No problem. So that's the building hammer that you can make. I don't have it, but it just, whenever I place anything, it comes out. I don't know if that's something that might be changed later, where you have to have that hammer to build anything. I feel like that would make sense, because right now with not having the hammer, but the hammer existing in my hand, it doesn't really make any sense. But I like the door. I like the walls, they look cool. They fit. And I appreciate that the foundations fit right there over the slope of the ground. The foliage pokes through a little bit, but it's not so bad. It doesn't bother me. I can always place stuff over it. I didn't get a chance to look at if there are any like crafting tables. There's a furnace, obviously, because you're gonna need to get the ore and smelt it to make bullets and guns and metal foundation. You could do metal foundations, metal stairs, metal walls, windows, doors, all that, stone, and wood. You could do a mishmash of everything if you wanted. You could probably, I don't think there's any durability to those walls. I'm pretty sure that stuff will run into them and those guys will hit them at night when they're out. But I think you could probably build a little place out of wood, and you could build stone around it to kind of protect it more. And then once you get to metal, you could build metal around it. You know, you're kind of. And I had no problem jumping up into that foundation. There's no foundation stairs or ramps that I could find, and I didn't get any indication I was doing damage to the wall when I was hitting it. But these are the saplings. These are what you're getting from cutting down trees. So these are little trees that you can plant, and they grow pretty much overnight, and it's so cool. I was so excited. I think I put 16 all around my house again. Just wherever they would go. What a cool idea, you know? Like you might get, bush seeds or whatever kind of seeds, or, stuff from trees and whatnot, but to just be able to plant it right back out, that's really fun. I like that. The little trees are so cute. Oh, that's where I get the piggy. See, he runs away so fast. I had to sprint after him, and then I couldn't hit him again. It wouldn't let me hit him. I tried 4 or 5 times. Oh, I got him. And then I gave up. I felt bad. My axe broke, unfortunately. And it does cost quite a bit to make one. It costs, and that's what I think the cost is too high for the tools, because I think it costs the same amount of wood as it does for like a wall or a foundation, and that doesn't really make sense. So hopefully they adjust the cost of resources for crafting the primitive tools. I don't know what this green ball thing is. I wanted to try and figure out, but I just couldn't figure it out. I think I'm looking for stone now. Oh, I found a loot crate. Oh, yeah. See, this one had the pickaxe in it, a metal one, which is amazing. And 300 wood, 4 cans of tuna, and 2 cans of baked beans. That is a dope loot crate. That might be a little too generous, but I guess, I mean, you just run into one of those goblin guys and you lose it all. So, now that it's turning night, I'm running back into my base. I wanted to see if they would come into my base, attack my base, do damage to some of the walls. I wanted to see if they could jump up onto the foundations. I saved my metal tools. Save them for later. See, look how high the wood stacks. That's really nice. It sucks that some of the smaller stuff, like the saplings and the berries, those only stack to 16. I wish those stacked a little bit higher. Like, even if it was just 25, that would be nice. 16 is too small for the amount you get. Because I don't know how many saplings you would get per tree that you chopped. But if you're getting one per tree, or one per, 3 per tree, you have to chop down quite a few to make your tools and to make your base. So you're gonna get a lot of them. And probably for this 3x3, I think I would have ended up with having at least 3 or 4 stacks of 16 of those saplings. So I don't see any ceiling pieces. So these wood floors are the foundations for higher stories. So obviously for your second floor, that's going to be your ceiling piece. So I'm not sure if that will change eventually. I think it's kind of rare to find someone that uses the actual roof pieces in a game. It's normally forget all of that nonsense with the 45 degree, 30 degree sloped roof and eaves and all of that nonsense. You just do the ceiling pieces and that's your roof and you're good to go. And it doesn't change anything. The one thing that it does, it's not as aesthetic as having an actual roof on there. But it's better than having nothing and have it just rain into your house. The sky at night is really cool. So there's like I couldn't tell if that was a tornado. It didn't move, and then the lightning struck behind it. And then, I don't know if I'll look back up into the sky again, but there was a huge black blob in the sky, and I didn't know what that was. Yeah, there it is. I'm really just waiting for daytime at this point. There's no indication. I don't have the resources to make a bed, so I can't sleep. I don't know if you can sleep with enemies nearby. I'm not sure if that is a thing in this game either. That's something I'll have to try out and see. But eventually, I realized that I have wood on me, and that I got from the loot crates, and that I can make a bunch more walls while I'm waiting for daytime to happen. The guide that I was talking about on Steam, you can obviously access that from Steam, but if you're playing the game, the easiest way to get to that is if you just pause the game, if you hit escape to pause, there is a how to play button, and you click on that, it will take you to the Steam page that has the guide, which is pretty cool. And it's pretty cool. I like how seamless the walls piece together. There's no, as far as I can tell, there's no way to rotate the walls, so there doesn't seem to be any front and back. So that's kind of nice. And then they just all fit together. it's pretty good. The floor pieces are a little bit different. I'm not sure if there's a way to rotate them. A lot of people are picky and want them all facing the same direction. It doesn't bother me at all. The way it is now, how ugly it is, I don't care. As long as, you know, I can have fun, I'm good. And it doesn't really matter that part. I normally am looking at everything else. And I think that's it. That's my little base. That's where I left it. So I think it's a really fun little game. I think you could play this for hours, so you'll definitely be seeing more, I think. So I'll see you then. Okay, bye.